Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and friends, thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today on the critical subject of how to use money wisely. Money, my friends, is an incredible tool, a powerful resource, yet too many people treat it as an end in itself rather than as a means to a greater purpose. It's a resource we all need, but it must be handled with wisdom and understanding if it is to serve us and not enslave us. Today, I want to challenge you to think about money not simply as a means of survival or enjoyment, but as a tool that can unlock your potential, elevate your life, and impact the world in a way that is meaningful and lasting. We live in a world where money is often the focal point of our daily lives. We work for it, we chase it, we spend it, but the way we use it, our relationship with it, can either lead us to a place of abundance and peace or to a life filled with stress and regret. The key lies in how we approach money. Do we view it as the master or do we see it as the servant? Money must be managed with purpose, direction, and vision, or it will manage us, dragging us into a cycle of perpetual want and dissatisfaction. I want to remind you that money is not the root of all evil, as it is often misquoted. No, it is the love of money that leads to trouble. When we begin to place our trust, our faith, and our identity in money, it becomes a destructive force. It entices us to make decisions that in the end do not serve our highest good. That is why using money wisely is not just about how we earn it, but how we value it, how we spend it, and more importantly, how we save and invest it. So let's begin with the principle of purpose. Before you spend or invest $1, ask yourself, what is the purpose of this expenditure? Money should never be spent without a clear, intentional purpose. When you spend without purpose, you will inevitably find yourself in a place of regret, wishing you had been more mindful, more disciplined. Understand that money is not just a medium of exchange, but a tool that serves a greater vision for your life. It is the seed that you plant, the tool you use to build your future. The wise use of money begins with a proper understanding of your goals and your vision. The first step is to align your finances with your purpose. If you are spending money in a way that does not reflect the priorities of your life, whether it's on things that don't matter or on things that lead you further away from your dreams, then you are misusing the very resource that could be your ticket to fulfillment. If you spend today without understanding tomorrow, you are choosing short-term pleasure over long-term success. Purpose-driven money management ensures that every dollar you spend brings you closer to your desired destination. Let's talk about discipline. Wisdom in managing money requires discipline. One of the greatest temptations in our modern world is the constant lure of instant gratification. We are bombarded with advertisements, offers, and a culture that says you deserve it now. But the truly successful people, those who have learned how to use money wisely, understand that discipline is key. Discipline means having the strength to say no when necessary. Discipline means putting aside immediate pleasures for future security and growth. Many people live in a state of financial chaos because they lack this discipline. They buy things they don't need with money they don't have to impress people they don't even like. This is the definition of foolishness. Instead, ask yourself, do I need this now? The ability to defer gratification is one of the hallmarks of wisdom. Those who can control their impulses, who can say no to the momentary temptation for something greater in the future, are the ones who will experience financial freedom. Now let's discuss the importance of saving. Saving is the bedrock of wise financial management. But saving is not merely about putting money away in a bank account to look at. Saving is an investment in your future. It's about creating a buffer, building security, and preparing for opportunities and challenges that will inevitably come your way. A person who spends everything they earn is living at the mercy of their circumstances. However, the person who saves is building the foundation for a future that they control, not one dictated by unforeseen financial storms. But saving alone is not enough. You must also learn to invest. We live in an era of opportunity where money is not just to be saved, but to be multiplied. Investing your money wisely is a way to work smarter, not harder. Investments are tools that allow your money to grow while you sleep, and if used correctly, they can provide you with a flow of income that sustains you without the need for endless labor. But investing is not without risk. And wisdom is required in selecting the right opportunities. Educate yourself. Take the time to understand what you are investing in, and never invest in something you do not fully comprehend. A wise investor is a prudent one who understands both the potential for gain and the risks involved. One of the most critical aspects of using money wisely is the principle of giving. Many people believe that money is a finite resource, something that must be hoarded and guarded. But the wise understand that the more they give, the more they receive. Giving is not just about charity, it is about creating a cycle of abundance that flows freely. When you give, you open the door to blessings in your life, and you create an environment in which your wealth can multiply. But giving must be done wisely as well. It should not be done out of guilt or obligation, but from a place of purpose and intentionality. When you give, ask yourself, how can my giving truly help others? Money should be given to causes that align with your values and your vision, not simply to alleviate your conscience. Giving is an investment in the lives of others, and in the process, you invest in your own future. In conclusion, the wise use of money is not simply about how much you earn or how much you have. It is about how you manage it, how you use it to serve your purpose, how you make it grow, and how you use it to make a difference in the world. Remember that money is a tool. It can build, it can break, it can create opportunities, and it can also destroy. But it all depends on how you use it. I challenge you today to approach money not as the center of your life, but as a tool that serves your greater purpose. Use it wisely, use it with discipline, use it with purpose, and use it to make the world a better place. When you do, you will find that money will no longer control you, but will work for you, and through you, it will be a blessing to others. The choice is yours. Thank you. Purpose-driven spending begins with a clear understanding of your values and priorities. Money in its essence is a tool, nothing more, nothing less. However, how you choose to allocate that tool determines the course of your life. It's easy to fall into the trap of buying things because they're trendy or because they offer temporary satisfaction. But when you spend without purpose, you waste not only your money, but your energy and your potential. Purpose-driven spending is about aligning every financial decision with your greater vision for life. This requires you to be intentional about where your money goes, ensuring that each expenditure contributes to your long-term well-being and aligns with your goals. When you spend money, ask yourself, does this bring me closer to where I want to be in the future? If the answer is no, then it's worth reconsidering the purchase. In many cases, impulsive buying is driven by the desire for instant gratification. We are bombarded by advertisements and societal pressures that tell us to keep up with the latest trends, to own the newest gadgets, or to make ourselves feel good through material possessions. While there is nothing wrong with enjoying life and spending on things that add value, the key is to do so with awareness and purpose. By identifying what truly matters to you, you gain clarity on what your money should support. For example, if your goal is to invest in education or skills development, your spending should reflect that by prioritizing books, courses, or tools that contribute to your personal and professional growth. If financial independence is your goal, then your spending habits should reflect a commitment to saving and investing rather than indulging in unnecessary purchases. Purpose-driven spending also means evaluating your purchases based on their long-term impact. Instead of spending money on fleeting pleasures that offer little lasting value, you begin to see money as a tool for building a future. Every dollar you spend should be an investment in the life you're trying to create, whether that's through education, relationships, health, or building assets. By making conscious, intentional financial decisions, you are taking control of your resources and positioning yourself to achieve the life you desire. The power of money is not in how much you have, but in how wisely you use it to fuel the purpose you've set for your life. Discipline is one of the most vital elements of managing money wisely. Without it, even the most well-intentioned financial plans can unravel, leading to unnecessary stress and financial instability. In today's world, where instant gratification is constantly encouraged through advertising, sales, and societal pressure, discipline becomes the differentiating factor between those who are financially secure and those who struggle to stay afloat. The foundation of discipline lies in the ability to say no to immediate desires in favor of long-term goals. The world will always offer distractions, opportunities to spend, and reasons to indulge. But discipline allows you to pause and evaluate whether those impulses align with your broader vision. It starts with controlling your impulses. We live in a culture that thrives on the buy now, pay later mentality, often leading people to make purchases based on emotion or convenience rather than necessity or value. This type of spending is dangerous because it undermines the financial security you are working to build. Discipline means resisting the urge to buy things you don't need in the moment, even when the world around you suggests you should. This is not about denying yourself pleasure or enjoying life. It's about prioritizing what matters most to you. If your goal is to be debt-free, saving for a home, or building wealth, discipline forces you to think twice before making unnecessary purchases. Moreover, discipline is not a one-time act, but an ongoing practice. It requires consistency and a mindset that acknowledges that small, daily decisions accumulate over time to create a significant impact on your financial life. For example, instead of eating out frequently or splurging on gadgets you rarely use, discipline encourages you to think about the long-term effects of these choices. Each dollar spent without consideration could instead be invested or saved, contributing to a larger goal. Another aspect of discipline is setting and sticking to a budget. A budget is not a restrictive tool. It is a roadmap that helps you stay on course, ensuring that your money is allocated toward your goals. Without discipline, a budget is meaningless, as it relies on your ability to stick to the limits and guidelines you've established for yourself. It's easy to make exceptions here and there, but without discipline, those small exceptions will eventually add up, leading you away from your financial objectives. Saving is often viewed as a chore or a sacrifice, but in reality, it is one of the most empowering financial habits you can cultivate. Saving isn't just about putting money aside for a rainy day. It's about securing your future and building a foundation upon which your dreams can be. It's a form of financial self-care, an intentional act of preparing for both the expected and the unexpected. When you save, you are essentially making a commitment to your future self, ensuring that you have the resources to handle life's challenges without scrambling or going into debt. The first step in saving wisely is to start as early as possible. Even small amounts set aside regularly can grow significantly over time thanks to the power of compound interest. Many people make the mistake of thinking they need a large amount of money to start saving, but the truth is that starting small is better than starting too late. Saving doesn't have to be a struggle, and it shouldn't feel like deprivation. It's about setting aside what you can, even if it's just a little, and letting that money work for you. Another important aspect of saving is having clear financial goals. When you have a clear purpose for your savings, whether it's for an emergency fund, a home, education, or retirement, it gives you the motivation to stick with it. Saving with purpose ensures that you don't dip into those funds unnecessarily, and it helps you stay focused on your financial future. Saving is also about discipline, ensuring that your money is allocated toward your goals first before you make other purchases. When saving becomes a priority in your life, it becomes easier to say no to temptations and put your financial well-being first. Investing wisely is one of the most powerful ways to grow your wealth and secure your financial future. Unlike saving, which involves putting money aside for future use, investing is about putting your money to work, allowing it to generate more income or value over time. However, investing is not without its risks, and the key to success lies in making informed decisions. A wise investor understands that while risk is inevitable, it can be managed through careful planning, research, and diversification. Investing requires a mindset shift from short-term gratification to long-term growth. It's about understanding that wealth accumulation takes time and that your money should be working for you rather than just sitting idle. One of the most important principles of wise investing is doing your due diligence. Never invest in something you do not understand, and avoid following the crowd or jumping into trends without a clear understanding of the risks and rewards involved. It's essential to educate yourself on different investment vehicles, whether stocks, bonds, real estate, or businesses, so you can make decisions that align with your goals and risk tolerance. Diversification is another key principle. By spreading your investments across different types of assets, you reduce the risk of a total loss. This way, even if one investment doesn't perform well, others may perform better, balancing out the overall risk. A diversified portfolio protects you from market volatility and increases the chances of consistent returns over time. Investing also requires patience. It's easy to become discouraged by short-term market fluctuations. But the most successful investors are those who maintain a long-term perspective. They focus on building wealth gradually, understanding that patience and discipline often yield the best results. Wise investing isn't about quick wins, but about consistent, informed decisions that compound over time. Generosity is an often overlooked aspect of financial management, but it plays a crucial role in creating a balanced and meaningful life. Many people view money as a finite resource, something that must be hoarded and guarded. However, generosity operates on the principle that the more you give, the more you receive. It's not just about giving for the sake of charity or feeling good about yourself. It's about cultivating a mindset of abundance and opening the door to blessings in all areas of your life. Generosity is a cycle. It creates opportunities, builds connections, and attracts wealth in ways that selfishness simply cannot. When you give, whether it's time, resources, or money, you are not only helping others, but also enriching your own life. Giving allows you to step outside of your own needs and focus on the well-being of others, which can lead to a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. It strengthens communities, uplifts individuals, and fosters a sense of shared responsibility. But generosity is not about random or hasty giving. It should be purposeful and strategic, rooted in a desire to make a real difference rather than to fulfill an obligation or expectation. Moreover, giving should not drain you or leave you in a place of scarcity. It is important to strike a balance between generosity and financial responsibility. When giving, you should consider how it fits within your broader financial plan. It's about giving what you can, not out of guilt or pressure, but out of a genuine desire to impact lives. Wise giving helps to create a ripple effect as your generosity inspires others to give, leading to a community of support and shared growth. It is this cycle that enables wealth in all its forms to multiply and return to you in unexpected and profound ways. In conclusion, money is a tool, a powerful and essential resource, but it is only as good as the wisdom with which it is used. Understanding how to manage, save, invest, and give wisely can not only create financial security, but also enrich your life in ways that go beyond material wealth. Each of the principles we have discussed, purpose-driven spending, discipline, saving, wise investing, and generosity, offers a key to unlocking financial freedom, stability, and lasting fulfillment. These principles are not isolated strategies, but interconnected aspects of a mindset that sees money not as an end in itself, but as a means to something far greater. The first step in using money wisely is to ensure that every decision you make regarding your finances is intentional and purposeful. Money should serve your life's goals, not distract you from them. By focusing on what truly matters and aligning your spending with your values, you can avoid the trap of living for short-term gratification, which can often derail your long-term vision. Purpose-driven spending requires reflection and discipline, making it easier to say no to fleeting desires and instead invest in your future. Discipline is the next pillar of wise financial management. In a world filled with temptation and instant gratification, the ability to delay indulgence and stick to a plan is essential for building long-term wealth. It is easy to make small exceptions and compromises in the moment, but these decisions, if repeated, accumulate into significant setbacks. True financial discipline means making consistent, mindful choices and avoiding the allure of temporary satisfaction for lasting security and growth. Discipline allows you to prioritize savings, stick to a budget, and invest in what truly aligns with your goals. Saving and investing are critical practices that can set you on the path to financial independence. Saving is the act of building a safety net, creating the resources you need to weather life's uncertainties, but saving alone isn't enough. Investment transforms your savings into an engine that drives wealth creation. The wise investor understands the importance of diversification, the risks involved, and the patience required for investments to yield meaningful returns. With careful research and planning, your money can multiply, providing you with the freedom to focus on what truly matters and to live the life you've envisioned. Generosity, however, is the cornerstone that brings it all together. It is not enough to simply manage money for your own benefit. True fulfillment comes when you use your wealth to bless others and create a ripple effect of positivity in your community. Generosity changes your perspective on money, shifting it from something to be hoarded to something that can be shared to make the world a better place. When practiced wisely, generosity can also enrich your own life in unexpected ways, leading to a cycle of abundance that brings joy and fulfillment, not just to others, but to you as well. Ultimately, the wise use of money is a reflection of a mindset grounded in purpose, discipline, and a long-term vision. It is a mindset that sees money not as an end, but as a means to build a better life for yourself and for those around you. By applying these principles, you begin to take control of your financial destiny, creating a future that is secure, abundant, and filled with opportunities to contribute to the world. Money, when managed wisely, becomes a tool that works for you, allowing you to live with intention, generosity, and true prosperity.